What's good, y'all? I'm gonna teach y'all how to do magic. You start off getting a sage. This is what you call a sage. You speak to the sage. The sage is the conscious. That's what y'all don't know. When you light a joint up and you smoke it and you inhale it, you're consciously bringing in whatever drug or whatever external thing that's feeding into your soul. So when you're lighting up a sage, what happens is that you're not smoking it, you're breathing it, right? Same thing, smoke and breathing, you're breathing in the consciousness. But what's happening is that not only are you not relying on this, because this is not a drug, this is not keeping you attached in the physical, but it's actually talking to you. You're just not listening to the fire, you feel me? And what you do is you speak back to it, you know what I'm saying? You tell it what you want, because this is God, you feel me? This is God. This is what you call the incense. So you speak to it, like I was just speaking to it. I told it, I want to live in my own I live in my own program. When you speak to God, you speaking to this. You speaking to you speaking to this. So let's say you God consciousness. So you put your conscious right here and you're speaking to the conscious right here, even though you're talking to yourself. So this is how you utilize, strategies of creating your reality. It's in many ways to do it, but this is some esoteric truth, and this is ways you can protect your energy, and you know what I'm saying, you reflect the mirror within, you know what I'm saying? That's what this life is about. It's about being it's a reflection of oneself. So me looking at this, to you it may look like just a regular, tree branch that's lit up. But to be honest, this is really, to me, it's just like a conscious. It's like, they got a brain just like me. They can't speak to me. They can speak through telekinesis. They can speak through physics, psychics. So you could believe in it or not. It's whatever your life is, you could believe into what you want to believe in. But everything that we were taught is pretty much the opposite of it. Is the truth. So I light these up, I get my affirmations in. I light this incense up because this protects, it just cleanses the energy. So incense is for cleansing, and this is for manifesting. I smoke weed too, but I'm on a little break right now because, you know what I'm saying, the brain gets attached to it, and I don't want to get attached. The body gets attached to the weed and shit like that. So I'm just trying to free from all detachments, because detachments keep you reincarnated back into this plane. And I'm trying to take control of, this firmament and the stimulation of the matrix that we live in. If I want to break free from the matrix while I'm here, I have to detach. It's that simple. Because the matrix is you attaching yourself to money, your image, you know what I'm saying, your public figures, the music. Oh my God, I just burned my shirt. But nah, you're doing all these spells that you casting on yourself when you really could cast your spells on others, and not in a very bad way, because you're a reflection. So you're protecting yourself. Wouldn't you want to you want others to protect themselves too? You know what I'm saying? Your family members, your close friends, the people that you love. Well, just because you don't know somebody, a stranger on the street, don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, you could treat them any type of way, you know what I'm saying? Because you're treating yourself that type of way. Especially if that's a conscious member, you know what I'm saying? Because negativity, it does grow. It does grow just like positivity. So you could pick a side of what you choose to deem upon. But the 999 divine Anunnaki creators is gonna be back here, bro. And they already here. Like, you're living in the time where it's the end of beginning. You feel me? So you gotta live in the current moment, detached, because whatever you had, you just want that over and over and over and over and over. You get a car, you want a new car. You get a new car, you want an old car. You get an old car, you want multiple cars. You don't like this color, you change that color. You don't like this girl, you change that color. You compete, you know what I'm saying? You're in competition for something that you repeatedly had or have, you know what I'm saying? So you just got to be grateful that you had the opportunity to experience that certain thing. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? People like to attach themselves to experiences, which means playing. God will give you a deck of cards, and you know what I'm saying, you will hold on to a trauma or a thought that brought you back to that feeling of euphoria. But you just had to experience that, bro. You can't go back to that state. So understand that every process is pretty much, for one, it's for you to experience, but it's whether it's good or bad. And for two, it's a process of you detaching from that experience, even if it's bad or good. You know what I'm saying? So it's called a karmic cycle. Are you breaking generational curses, or are you trying to implement a better life for yourself? Because if you are looking for a better life for yourself, you will want that for the community. So whatever you do, whatever you say, whatever you see, whatever you think, whatever you will be. So at this point in my life, you know, I'm obviously trying to go up, but I'm not trying to go up in a bad way, because that's not the person I am. I can't try to be that person, no matter how hard I want to be. And God is just like, bro, that motherfucker, bro, he one of them. You know what I'm saying? God is one of them. He one of them niggas. And he don't play, bro. Like, the nigga don't play. So whenever you try to test God, bro, just know he ain't gonna play with you, gang. Like, that's word to my bro. That's word to my dog Steve. It's word to Izzy. It's word to any gangs that came after me in my family. That's word to whoever watching me on the sidelines. And that's for anybody who try to block my spiritual path. You feel me? So sometimes you need a little magic, you feel me? You need a little magic to dwell into this spiritual realm. That's what y'all don't get, bro. The spirit is the spirit is inside, right? The physical is basic. The physical is what you're trapped in. You're trapped in a physical dream. So, depending on your mood and your emotion that you put from the mental plane, can happen in the physical. So, that being said, me telling myself that I am special. I am not a part of the matrix. I am not going to be a puppet for the matrix, you feel me? And the stimulation. I'm a path number one. I'm a lone wolf. So, and you know what's crazy? Look at this shirt. One. But nah. I'm a path number one. I don't follow gang. I don't need to follow gang. Like, that shit for the birds. But forever, you know what I'm saying? We out here grinding, bro. You feel me? We out here grinding. We out here trying to step for them bands, you heard? So we just being consistent, and we using our magic, and we spiritually. Oh my God, we're not playing with God, bro. We just gonna be God at that point. So being God is detachment. Because what is God attached to? Nothing, bro. God is just like, he's just God. He's the creation, bro. He's just like, he's all. This right here is God. I'm talking to God. I lit up God. You feel me? I play with fire. You play with fire, you get burned. You shall burn. So I'm reaping what I sow. I told God that straight up, I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be at a high. I'm already at a high vibration, but I'm trying to raise the frequency of this planet. I came here for a reason, a purpose, and it wasn't here to poison the communities. You know what I'm saying? Or do none of that shit, bro. Like, that's just how it go. But gang, the devil, we gotta cast upon our real angels. This is our angel gang. Once you cast this upon this angelic plane that I'm living on, I'm not a fallen angel, I am an angel. Once you call up your angels, bro, that's when God loves you, bro. God loves you because you are helping God, bro. A lot of y'all niggas don't want to help God. And when you don't help God, you get put in a space where you're fighting with something else, bro. You're fighting with the opposing side. And without any help, you're going to get backdoored by, you know, that side, that negative frequency game. So it ain't nothing about being bad and good. It's about you being on a different wavelength, bro. Raising your frequency and becoming that version that you never thought you would be. Because you're detached. Because God helped you detach. So I pray, bro. I don't pray, but I talk. And I talk to my peoples, bro. I want y'all to have a good day. Give a like, subscribe, and comment. I'm out. Peace.